Raldor and Shunak fight furiously. Overcoming countless foes, they close in on Sadali, who makes his retreat. Jaden, too, is not far behind. However, unknown to Jaden, disaster prepares to fall upon Rundal Castle. Led by the hand of Jaden's newly betrothed, Princess Alaya, Goga shinobi now silently lie in wait within the castle. Their goal? To capture Rundal Castle and take the head of Jaden's trump card, Grifford of Sonitus.
Whilst the bulk of the Sanctum's forces are on the battlefield, there still seem to be a good number of monks left to defend the cathedral grounds.
This can't be good. Do we even have a chance against this many?
This is, in fact, quite what I expected.
How so, Lady Helena?
I believe they dispatch their monks in small groups because they are not able to fully ascertain our military strength.
Why would that matter to them?
It is likely that they think we have Stern on our side.
I see. What have you learned?
We have no reports of Stern being sighted amongst their forces, milady.
Interesting. Looking at the makeup of their troops, there is no doubt that these are the remnants of Leonis that we crossed swords with recently. But then, knowing Stern, there is a high chance he has simply gone rogue.
Gone rogue? To what end?
Stern may have headed for the battlefield where Lord Sadali commands. Make haste from the cathedral and head to Lord Sadali. Inform His Holiness that the cathedral has come under attack by the remnants of Leonis.
At once, milady.
A small group of monks is heading this way, paying our forces no heed. What shall we do, Lady Helena?
They are probably messengers being dispatched to inform Sadali of our raid upon his cathedral.
Does that mean they do not think they can easily repel our attack?
Perhaps it does.
Lady Helena, why do we not just try to take the Sanctum's headquarters by storm, here and now?
Yes, judging by how we fared thus far, we could probably succeed.
No, we must maintain constraint. Whilst the idea of a small elite team sounds appealing, our Lumen Division commands far less might than any of the Great House's armies. We only remain a threat for as long as the enemy does not know our true numbers.
So, we would lose our advantage the moment we reveal our force's actual size?
Yes, that is what I surmise.
So, we proceed according to our original strategy then.
Let us watch what effect our raid has on the Sanctum, then withdraw as planned. Remember, our goal is to weaken Sadali's military strength on the front line.
number of Sanctum monks increases the closer I draw to the front line. But I cannot tarry so. I need to catch up to King Mont and Lilith.
You are Ramada of Leonis.
Judging by the appearance of you two, you belong to Sadali's Snow White Guard. Murmur and Grace, if I am not mistaken.
We are none other.
So, it would seem the Sanctum has finally shown their commitment to this war. But what would cause Sadali's Divine Guard to ignore Rundal's forces and concentrate on Leonis instead?
Lord Sadali does not appreciate having unpredictable elements in play.
By unpredictable elements, you mean?
Do not play the fool. In a way, armies such as Rundal's are easy for Lord Sadali to combat. However, amongst the ranks of Leonis stands you, an astrologer. Those who read the stars can see the unseeable. They can change the tides of battle. So once we defeat the likes of you, there will be no one left who can turn the tides anymore.
You overestimate my kind. That said, you are not the only ones who can see a path to victory. Members of the Snow White Guard. If I dispatch you two here and now, then the Sanctum's defeat will be a certainty.
You may drop the brave facade. I smell blood. Your blood. How many soldiers have you cut down this day? And how many wounds did you suffer to do so? Even if you were at full strength, you alone could not stand up to the might of the two of us. Let us hear it as your final words.
Hear what?
You gazed at the stars a short moment afore. What did the stars tell you?
Our fates are ever changing. Even with every moment that passes as we talk here, our destinies have continued to shift. However, Leonis will not be beaten. That much shall not change.
Then we shall have to twist fate itself by brute force. I did not imagine you could last this long against the two of us. You have lived up to your reputation, but it is now time to end this. War is not waged by an army of one. There is no way you can possibly win this battle.
Oh, but this battle has only just begun! Miss Ramada, hang in there!
I am fine, thanks to the sight of you.
You saw their approach in the stars.
At first, I had expected them to return to Ovis Castle. But something changed.
That's right. We had been ordered by King Mont to attend to a throng of wounded civilians.
But then, some Leonis soldiers happened to pass by.
And they offered to carry the wounded civilians to Ovis Castle in our stead.
It will prove that Fordham has finally arrived and made it big time!
It is indeed the nature of fate to be ever evolving.
We have just finally gained some recognition, not only from King Mont, but even the people of Rundal.
So at this point, we thought the only thing to do was head back to the front lines and fight.
These two are members of Sadali's Divine Guard, aren't they?
Oh, goody! That means if we defeat them...
You will have plenty of time to continue your fanciful dreams once you enter eternal slumber.
That didn't go according to plan. Oh, let's just take them down and make a bigger name for ourselves. What were we thinking?
They certainly made us pay for that one, huh?
You did well to go up against them and hold your ground as you did.
But in the end, look at us. We're hightailing it back to Ova's castle.
We are by no means fleeing in defeat. The fact that Murmur and Grace are not in pursuit of us is proof of that.
Now that you mention it, nobody even seems to be giving chase.
It is a more than respectable result to such a battle. Remember, your opponent was none other than Sodali's divine Snow White Guard.
Well, when you put it that way, we actually did pretty well, didn't we?
Yeah, we gave as good as we got, right?
Indeed you did. Your courage is worthy of praise.
Our courage?
Ah. Looking back on it, we've been quite the reckless bunch, huh?
I can't believe it's only been 3 years since we came to Leonis. It feels such a long time, but I guess they probably still think of us as newcomers.
Well, I for one consider us to be upstanding citizens of Leonis.
Agreed. Which is why when we see somebody from Leonis in danger, we cannot ignore their plight. It almost feels like it's our very own sisters or brothers who are in trouble.
And that's why we give our all for the sake of Leonis. I guess it's those feelings that brought us to the front lines before we even knew it. Or at least it was that way for me.
Same here.
Well then, let us hold our heads up high as we head back to regroup. We need not worry. The stars assure me so. For King Mont has Lilith by his side.
Grace? Sister. For if I had been given a sense of pain, then my mind would surely have failed me. Steady yourself. I am grateful for having been made with a body that cannot feel pain. Despite that blessing, you are no longer able to move your legs? Correct. Fear not, sister. I shall soon take you to His Holiness. And once we are in His presence, these wounds will be no more. No, you must leave me here for now. Ovis Castle must come first. What about Ovis Castle? From the outside, Ovis appears neutral. But it was due to the backing of the Crystal Sanctum that they were able to prosper up until now. However, now that their King Roxa is no more, Ovis seems to have sided with Leonis instead of the Sanctum. And that is not all. Ovis appears to be harboring the injured soldiers of both Horn and Rundal, even treating their wounds. I see. If we lay siege, or even seize Ovis Castle, then the state of the war would turn greatly in our favor. why you must leave me, and inform Lord Sottoley of this immediately. Understood. Wait right here. I shall return soon. Yes, sister.
Just tough it out. Ovis Castle should soon be in view.
This is what I get for trying to do the right thing and avoid hurting the innocent.
Well, you certainly surprised me. I did not pick you for the lay not a single finger on the common folk type.
Look where it got me, though. That'll teach me to act like something I am not.
Perhaps you were influenced by King Mont's example?
Don't give me that. Why must I follow someone else's example? Especially his.
Then what made you do it? Oddly quiet, aren't you?
Well, you still count yourself loyal to Leonis, for now at least. Don't you, Elzarel?
For now, at least, yes. Are you implying that you put the safety of those civilians first for my sake? The silent treatment. Well, you can ignore me if you please, but I shall have to abandon you here in return.
All right, already. I did it for you, okay? You take issue with that?
Oh, you have a kind side after all.
Really? I am the epitome of kindness. It's called being a gentleman, you know?
Well, maybe if you keep imitating King Mont, then Lady Marjorie might come to hear of your kind deeds.
That's not what this is about.
Oh, so you realize that you stand no chance against King Mont and have given up on Lady Marjorie then?
No chance, huh? Yeah, perhaps that's it.
What? You admit defeat then? That's no fun.
I get it already. Marjorie would never turn her head to consider the likes of me.
But if you know that, then why would you persist in pursuing her?
I doubt you would understand this, but... when a man reaches for the unattainable, and despite facing the impossible, continues on, resolute, and never loses heart, is that not gallantry at its finest?
Oh boy, I should not have asked.
It's not as if I thought this way from the outset. When I first laid eyes on Marjorie, it felt as if a jolt of lightning ran right through my body. It made me believe I would be happy to even die for her. But then... well, who could blame her, right? My rival for her attentions was the great King of Leonis. I was painfully aware it wasn't just the difference in our social standings that I was up against.
Despite all that, you still maintain the pretense of having an interest in Lady Marjorie?
Well, it might not look it, but I'm doing my best over here. It's just...
The people around you are all so amazing that it feels like you cannot climb above them?
yeah, that's exactly how it feels.
Do you lack confidence in yourself?
I guess I do. I had hoped that maybe one day the very Ma Cherie who would never turn her head to consider me, might offer me even a single word of praise. And then I would know I've become more than I was. Somewhere along the way, I came to think in such a pitiful way. Now it seems all my efforts were in vain. My time wasted.
No, you are wrong there.
Oh,
There are surely others who have their eye on you. Considering you, probably.
it would be nice if that were the case.
They might even already, be close by.
Really? Where?
You know, around, somewhere.
Damn, it seems we've got company. Double damn! We are most definitely outnumbered. If we weren't already wounded and weary, we might have had a chance, but... Run, Elzarel. Leave me and save yourself.
Don't be such a lackwit.
Who are you calling a lackwit? If you stay, you'll...
Be killed? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, there are worse ways for things to end.
Elzarel.
Stop your worrying. If it comes to it, I suppose I can accompany you in death.
Do you really think you can beat the three of us? We have you now!
Oh, no, you don't!
Ridiculous. Throwing his weapon like that. Now unarmed, you are easy pickings to take down first!
Run, Camilo!
Where are you looking, girl? Your opponent is here!
You think you have me beat, eh?
Don't feign bravery! Any hope of you winning is long gone! Take this! Where'd he go?
Still a dragoon despite his buffoonery. You forgot this, Camilo!
Thank you! That takes care of that.
Camilo! You lackwit. Why did you let go of your precious spear?
Because I trust you. I had no doubts you'd know exactly what to do. Hey, Elzarel, you're not crying now, are you?
I guess I have no choice but to give you my trust too then. So don't let me down.
horses. It's like every monk from the Sanctum thinks they can take us on simply because we're weak and wounded. Can't they give us a break?
How does it feel to be so popular?
What is it, Camilo?
Run, Elzarel.
What? Running is out of the...
Run for your life!
Camilo!
Gods, you lot are persistent. What are you doing? Just run!
Do you think I could just leave you to die here?
Well, you've called me a lackwit over and over. But who is the real lackwit here? Nothing good will come from dying by my side.
I am not a lackwit. I am just a sucker for lost causes. So you take that back.
You two have been running amok unimpeded. But that comes to an end now.
A Sanctum Gunner Brigade?
That we are. Do not worry, your deaths shall be gruesome but painless. Fill them full of holes! What just happened? Were those Rundal soldiers? But they vanished!
By now you should know what that means.
That voice. I knew it. Of all the times he could possibly show up.
He brought down that many monks without missing a single shot.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before? In Heindler, wasn't it?
Heindler is a thing of the past for me.
So who are you aligned with currently? If I'm not mistaken, your companion there appears to hail from Leonis.
Leave her out of this! My spear has no banners behind it.
I wouldn't have cared if you had said you were both sided with Leonis, you know. My only enemy for now is the Crystal Sanctum. If you aren't with them, then I don't need to put a bullet in you. I watched you two put down brethren upon brethren of monks just now. You showed quite some mettle there. What say you come join us in Rundal? We'd welcome you with open arms.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Your loss. But if that is the path you choose for yourself, I can respect it. What is it?
You're going to leave us be? Just like that?
If I intended to kill you, I would have done so already.
Yeah, I guess you have a point.
Tell me, does Mott still draw a breath by any chance? If you happen to meet up with him, pass on a message for me. I look forward to us going at it again.
Well, it seems as if Jaden acknowledges you.
He was just saying it for the sake of it. But I guess even insincere praise is still praise, so that's something to be happy about.
See? I told you there were others with their eyes on you. Considering you. Anyway, we really should return to Ovis Castle.
You can say that again.
Your Highness.
I know. The sheer number of monks we are encountering is fast increasing.
Proof that we are close to the front line.
How are your wounds, Lilith?
I know not of what you speak.
You think I did not notice? You did not leave Ovis Castle in perfect condition.
I could say the same of you, my king. Was it not you who all but fell comatose from being wounded head to toe?
I cannot deny that happened. However, I seem to have shaken it off. It almost feels like a distant memory now.
Perhaps you have settled into the responsibility of being king.
Father was never one to complain. I wonder if I will ever be as great a king as he was.
Is it your wish to become like King Elda?
I know that not all my father's ways were correct. I cannot deny that oft I suspected that his actions were in fact wrong. But that said, Father continued to protect our homeland from the great houses, using whatever measures he deemed necessary. I can only wonder whether I will be able to do similar. Even if I am disliked, feared, or outright loathed, will I still be able to give my very all for the people I serve? I am sure new ordeals will continue to arise. Like a never-ending stairway one must continue to climb. Perhaps I shall lose my footing and stumble at some step. Or even become disillusioned in myself and turn around. That is what I fear.
What do you think you have us at your side for, then? Perhaps from your position, we seem like an unreliable, ragtag kind of bunch. But we all love and respect you, our king.
Lilith.
If you grow weary, then let nothing stop you from resting. And if you become fearful, then take a moment to look away from your tribulations. But do so knowing we are all here for you. And you can depend on us. Always. If you wish it from us, we will become your sword, your shield. At times, we may even become a tree to shelter you from the rain. Never forget that.
Thank you, Lilith. Nothing will stop us from reaching Sodali. Our people depend on us. We only need but fight a little farther, and our goal shall be in sight!
You may discard these pleasantries and skip straight to the point. Why does Lord Sodali send a messenger to Ovis at this time?
Do you truly need an explanation for what you already know yourself? So be it. I shall deliver the message. Lord Sodali desires the immediate surrender of this castle.
You cannot be serious! The leaders of Ovis maintain neutrality. We want no involvement in the war between the Crystal Sanctum and Rundal.
So, you claim ignorance, then? Your Princess Shalza carried out Lord Sodali's bidding via her communications with the Sanctum.
The princess was a traitor. She was cajoled by Sodali to the point of murdering our beloved King Rogza.
So that is how you're playing it? Then what about Princess Lucielle?
I
I am afraid our dearly beloved Princess Lucielle
Is very much alive.
What?
She is under the safeguard of our sanctum.
You lie!
Oh, it is no lie. But there is more.
What more?
You seemed to have thought you could hide it from us, but we know you offer refuge to the forces of both Horn and Rundal. Why, pray tell, would a kingdom that claims neutrality do such a thing? Clearly, it can only be viewed as a hostile act towards the Crystal Sanctum. So I ask you again, will you surrender this castle peacefully? Or do you choose to die along with the wounded Horn and Rundal soldiers you harbor? Now, make your choice.
So the Sanctum now resorts to lording its might over us?
You are too easily swayed by piffling emotions. Oh, the lack of prudence you displayed when you permitted us entry into your castle. Regret it as you burn in hell.
Do you really think your little threats are going to work?
Yeah, you're the ones who should have been more prudent here.
I'm afraid that there is nowhere for you to run.
Horn and Rundal have formed an alliance? Inconceivable.
Oh, we haven't formed an alliance.
Why, this is but a temporary truce.
As a display of respect to Ovis for taking us in during our time of need.
Lord MacLeod, are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, indeed. We never received a messenger from the Crystal Sanctum demanding that we surrender our castle. Not a single one.
You?
It was the Sanctum's own arrogance that misjudged our resolve.
For the true enemy of Ovis is you and your so-called crystal faith.
Such apostasy shall not go unpunished. What can a flock of beaten and bruised sheep such as you expect to achieve, except being herded to your slaughter? Death awaits those who turn their backs on the Crystal Faith!
There is no turning back for Ovis now that we have cast our lot with you all.
I'm sorry that it came to this.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. For this is our own doing.
By that you mean?
We brought this on ourselves. The cause of all this was us, claiming to maintain neutrality whilst secretly having liaisons with the Crystal Sanctum. It is not an overstatement to say that action gave impetus to Rundal invading us.
But what will you do now? Something tells me the Sanctum won't take this lying down.
We might not look it, but we are both proud members of Ovis's 1st Division in VM. so we shall protect Ovis Castle with our very lives. That said, you are our guests. Please continue your convalescence without any fear that you are troubling us.
Thank you, Lady Valtoa, but
Please do not hesitate to call upon us if the need arises.
that's right. We take our debts of food and lodgings extra seriously, you know?
Your gratitude is most appreciated.
A report, Your Holiness.
What is the news from the front?
Around half of Leonis' forces are decimated, with a good many of their troops heading back to Ovis Castle.
Interesting tidings indeed.
See? These are the results I can deliver once I am freed from inhibition. For no one can stand in the way of my cannon.
Yes, your cannonry has been most effective.
So, what is your plan from here on out? I would like it if the Sanctum's forces could do their bit for the time being.
Oh? I thought one could never have enough cannon fire.
That is completely and utterly true. As is my boundless loathing of Rundal and Leonis. That said, my cannon works by releasing magical energy that it has stored within it each time it fires.
So you mean to tell me that you are concerned about your remaining supply of magic energy?
Precisely. We are in this predicament because of my incessant, unbridled firing, as uncharacteristic of me as it may be. But if an artilleryman cannot deliver the iron when it is needed, then they do not deserve to be at the cannon. This is the creed of Styria. I am sorry, but I will need to exercise some frugality for a time.
How long will it take your cannon to entirely refill?
I would say about half a day.
Is that so? Well then, as you wish. There is a good chance that your cannon will greatly affect the state of this war in the days to come. I shall have you reserve your cannon's power until Jaden decides to show himself.
Very well, Your Highness. It will be the end of Jaden, or even Mont for that matter, when they appear in my sights. My beloved cannon and I shall greet them with an iron gift of royal proportions.
That still leaves the matter of Jaden's forces. The raid on Dynevor Cathedral also concerns me. We need to settle affairs here swiftly. What is it now?
It is Durando and Gargus, Your Holiness.
Ah, so those two have returned.
Lord Sodley, what are you playing at?
To what do you refer?
Don't play the fool! You know full well, huh?
You did something unnatural to Nador. Not just him, you did it to this whole village.
They're all off, like they're puppets or something, huh?
The believers of the Crystal Faith are just answering their calling. A decision that was surely of their own accord.
No, that ain't it. You're using some sort of sorcery to control their minds.
Your life hinges on your reply. You realize that, huh?
Oh my. Are you attempting to threaten me? Well then, go ahead and do as you will.
What?
But I shall warn you from the outset. If you revolt against me, your boy there will never reclaim his senses. Please bear that in mind before you do something rash.
Stop messing with us!
You return our Nador back to normal now, huh?
Interesting.
Did you see that, Suddenly? And this is but a taste of our real might, huh?
I see. Perhaps there is still use for you two yet.
Why are you still playing all smug-like? We're gonna rip you to shreds, huh?
However, you need to be taught some manners.
What are you up to, huh? It hurts! It hurts! Brother!
How dare you do that to my brother?
Your own treachery was the cause of all this. Do not try to deny it now.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, how quickly you forget. I speak of the relics you two obtained from Anvil Castle.
We gave you all of them relics we stole from that Leonis lot, didn't we?
All of them? You appear to have been one short, and a crucial one at that.
So you did this to Nador over that?
You know what you must do if you want your boy's mind to be his own again.
Well, you see, about that relic.
I shall give you one last piece of advice. If you lie to me any further, I shall pry the relic from your cold, lifeless hands. If that is what you desire, then by all means, do continue.
All right, all right.
My intuition about Anvil Castle was correct. It did indeed house what I desired.
But Sodily, Lord Sodily, Your Holiness, that dagger, you see,
Oh, so you know of this ancient dagger's power.
Well, all we know is the one stabbed by that old dagger seemed to die only a temporary death. But how that's of any use, well, I don't know.
Whilst the dagger's target slumbers in that transient death, they are unable to die a true death.
Which, means what exactly?
That is no concern of yours.
But, hey, Lord Sodily. We're deeply sorry about that little misunderstanding we had earlier, so, could you be so kind as to turn Nador back to normal now?
Very well.
You really mean that, huh?
Subtly. May the light of the crystals guide you, Your Holiness. Oh, hi, Papas. What are you doing here?
We came to pick you up from church.
Yeah, we suddenly had the urge to come see you, huh?
So, if service is over, is it okay for us to take little Nandor home? Yeah, Your Holiness.
You have my blessing. One thing, however. We cannot allow Nandor's fathers to neglect their duties to the church now, can we? There is a task that I would most like the two of you to do for me. I shall send a messenger for you when the time comes. Until then, may the three of you live peacefully and happily. To think, if I had responded hastily to the raid on Dynevor Cathedral and withdrawn from this battlefield, then I would not have received this prize. It seems the heavens smiled upon me this day.
King Mont, what is it?
Clouds of dust rise on the horizon of this grassy field. That must be where the Sanctum and Rundal armies clash the fiercest with one another.
Yes, I can see it too. That's the front line, then.
And beyond there is where Subtly awaits. What is it, Ketone?
Members of Horn's forces have sustained serious wounds and were transported to Ovis Castle, where they currently receive aid.
I see.
That is not all. Lucia and Baral were transported with them.
But they are both from Rundal.
They are also currently recovering at Ovis Castle.
So, Ovis is offering refuge even to Rundal's wounded. But MacLeod currently stewards Ovis. I'm certain he has his reasons.
I have not seen Ramada for a while now, Ketone. You would not happen to know how she fares?
Lady Ramada, along with the 3 members of Fordham, Elzarel and Camilo, are all receiving medical treatment as we speak.
So she got hurt as well.
I guess we should be thankful they all made it to Ovis Castle and are safe for now.
That might not be the case for long.
What do you mean?
Sottily sent a messenger to meet with Lord MacLeod there.
Do not tell me he demanded the surrender of Ovis Castle as well. So, this is the payback Ovis receives for harboring the wounded of not just Horn, but Rundal's forces as well.
But he appeared a messenger in name only, and was escorted by over a dozen Sanctum monks. At first, I considered taking Lord MacLeod's side to sway his mind, but...
Your decision was the right one, Ketone. For it is up to Lord MacLeod to decide whether Ovis sides with the Crystal Sanctum or not. It is not our place to interfere with which he deems the better choice for Ovis's future. We can only respect whichever decision he makes.
That said, if things do not play out right, Ramada and the others could all become hostages of the Sanctum. King Mont, are you anguishing over whether to return to Ovis Castle or not?
Is that not King Mont of Leonis who stands before us? My eyes do not deceive me. Today is a fortunate day. If we defeat you here and deliver the ring to Lord Sottily, then His Holiness will surely grant us any reward we desire.
Listen, you degenerate monks. How many of your brethren do you think we've sent to where the crystals don't shine today? You do well to realize Leonis is not to be underestimated.
Who is that? Dia!
It is good to see you alive and well, King Mont.
The feeling is mutual. Ketone informed me of some of the goings-on. Is it true the Crystal Sanctum sent an envoy to threaten Ovis into surrendering the castle?
Yes, but Lord MacLeod rejected their proposition. We banded together to ensure the messenger and his escort did not return to whence they came.
Will everything be okay now that you have done so?
Things have a way of working themselves out once you steel your resolve.
I pray that holds true for you.
You Ovis warriors aren't half bad to pull off such a stunt.
I wish we could take all the credit for it. But truth be known, the wounded from both Horn and Rundal's forces joined together to help us in the battle.
Horn and Rundal cooperating with each other. I never thought I would see the day.
It is all thanks to you, King Mont.
Thanks to me? Surely I had no hand in that.
It was your conduct that inspired Lord MacLeod and Lady Valtoa.
And in turn, that inspiration spread to Horn and Rundal too, huh?
A testimony to the threat the Sanctum poses to the people of this land. But in any case, thank you for braving the battlefield to update us, Dia. Please give Lord MacLeod our gratitude and best wishes.
I'm afraid I cannot do that, Your Highness.
And why is that?
I did not ride all the way over here simply to tell you those tidings.
You do not mean...
Yes, I have received permission to deploy. So please, allow me to accompany you into battle, Your Highness.
It would be my honor. Having you at our side shall be most reassuring indeed.
Thank you, Your Highness.
We are almost at the front line. Our objective is Sottily, who awaits us just beyond. We must put an immediate end to his heinous acts. Never again will he use defenseless civilians as pawns in his war.
We will not fail.
Then let us continue onward.
Assassinate Macherie and install Vanira's child, Daria, as the new Queen of Horn. Quite a good plan, even if I do say so myself.
Garvel, please, do not do this. All we want is to live out our lives in peace.
You still don't get it, do you? This is the perfect chance for us, the long-oppressed people of Yzog, to rise in the world. That child, Daria, was gifted with a legitimate right at her birth. You do realize just how powerful that gift can be. Nobody, even her own mother, can be allowed to deny her that birthright.
Someone is coming. Who can it be now?
Don't move. I'll go see what's going on.
Lord Garvel!
Well, if it isn't my old guildsman, what brings you lot here?
The letter you sent via the wolf. We followed the instructions in it, and they led us here, to you.
I addressed that missive to Velna. Why didn't she come in person?
Well, you see, a man going by the name of Varouche showed up at the guild.
Varouche, you say?
You know of him?
I'm familiar with his name. So Varouche has taken Velna hostage, has he?
No. Lady Velna left, accompanying Varouche on her own accord.
You're sure of this?
Yes. There's no doubt, my lord.
I think I know what he's up to. If my hunch is right, I cannot waste any more time here. You lot, watch over this hut with your very lives. There's a woman called Venera in there, accompanied by a young lad, Tyrell, who seems totally enamored with her. The little squirt is of no consequence, but Venera and her newborn daughter Daria must suffer no harm.
As you command, but if I may ask, what do you intend to do, Lord Garvel?
I'm going to make contact with Sodali.
With Sodali?
He's the last person I'd like to be indebted to, but there just might be no other choice. Take care of things here until I return.
Venera, this may be our chance.
What is it, Tyrell?
It sounds like Garvel is heading off to consult with Sodali about you. Come on, Venera. Let's make a break for it. Nothing good will come of us staying here.
But what about the guards?
It looks like some members of the Arms Dealers Guild have taken up watch in Garvel's place. But they're just guildsmen. Even combined, their fighting skills shouldn't amount to much.
Stop it, Tyrell. You mustn't underestimate the likes of the guild.
Don't you worry. I've got this!
I admire your feistiness, son. You must be Tyrell, the lad Garvel mentioned.
I believe Lord Garvel also mentioned the squirt was of no consequence.
This should help to break the boredom, then.
Yeah! Let's beat some obedience into the boy.
All I have to do is defeat them. Then Venera will be free. I will not lose!
it safe to come out now, Killy? Yes, it is. And you did such a good job keeping quiet for so long. I'm a good girl!
Who was it that passed by just now?
Garvel. He's the one who commandeered the Arms Dealers Guild and now has it under his thumb.
Is he dangerous?
He's a descendant of Izog, so he has lived a life of oppression. As far as he is concerned, anyone who is not one of his people is considered the enemy. So does that make him a baddie? Lots of different people have been mean to him, and now he's paying them back for it. Why can't everyone just get along? I wish we could all be friends, too. Should I go make friends with him?
No, no! It's best if we keep out of such terrible trouble.
What is it, Killy? I thought I heard a voice I recognized.
You sounded exactly like Howlett just now.
Chell likes it when I do that. When my brother was still little, I learned to imitate our mother so he wouldn't miss her. That was before he died.
I see. Thanks. For Chell, I mean. And, sorry. Hey! Where are you going? Didn't I just say it'd be best if we kept out of trouble?
I did it! I beat them! We're free, Venera! I can finally be free now! Wait a second.
Did you really think you had defeated us?
We were just playing dead to see what you do.
You should have seen the way you patted yourself on the back.
You actually thought we were just a bunch of unskilled merchants from the Arms Dealers Guild, didn't you? You are sorely mistaken. The elite fighters you see before you have all been expertly trained by Lord Garvel himself, the best the guild has to offer. Otherwise, he wouldn't have entrusted such important hostages to us, now would he? But playtime is over. Time for you to learn your lesson.
Stop right there.
Huh? Lady Kyufei? What in heavens are you doing here?
The explanation can wait. Tyrell, can you look after little Chell here for me?
Of course.
Oh, so the cavalry has arrived, has it? Let's hope they provide more of a challenge, huh?
I never dreamed I would run into you in a place like this, Venera. You have nothing to fear from me. I have cast off my former life that I had in Venice. I now wander the world with my two companions here, Titus and Chell. It was pure chance that brought us to you. I happened to hear Tyrell's voice and came running.
It is true, Venera. Even before, Lady Kilfay was only doing Moraga's bidding because he held her little brother hostage.
I understand.
Is that the child of...
She is, yes.
I had heard Venera had been married off to Horn, but I did not know she had borne Prince Dario an heir. That explains why the Arms Dealers Guild was holding you here.
Garvel found us here, but left saying he was going to ask Sadali for some kind of favor. We need to get away before he returns.
And do you wish for me to guide you in your flight?
Are you out of your mind? On top of everything else, do you want the Crystal Sanctum to chase after us as well?
So, you are telling me to just abandon the plight of the three of them?
That's not what I meant.
Hey, Kelly! We should help that poor baby! I agree, Chell.
Whilst I am most grateful for the kind offer of assistance, I am afraid we have no kingdom left that we can rely on for refuge. I only see a future where this child is used as a tool, no matter where we go.
But if you remain here, then you will fall prey to the likes of Garvel and Sadali for a certainty. I suggest we make for the former lands of Lycaros that were annexed by Rundal. I believe that is the safest option you currently have. Come, let us make haste.
Lady Alaya.
What is it, Revelka?
I did not know this district of Rundal existed within the castle walls.
Nor did I. It appears that whilst Rundal Castle continues to expand outwards, old town areas like this one fall into disuse and disrepair.
But what are we doing in such a place?
Here, we shall soon fight for the future of Heindler.
For the future of Heindler, my lady?
Yes, you shall soon see. There's no cause for alarm, Revelka. They are not the enemy, for now at least.
Then they are here to aid us?
Ours is a battle that cannot end in failure. Our objective is to kill Grifford, the commander of Rundal's 1st Division, Sonitus.
Which means our alliance with Rundal will end.
Most surely it will. These are all consequences of Jaden's tyranny. Revelka, will you assist me in carrying out this objective?
Of course, my lady. I live only to serve you, Lady Alaya. I would even lay down my life for you, if you so desire.
Thank you, Revelka. But you are a dear friend to me. I would not have you throw away your life so readily.
I am grateful you think that, my lady.
Now, let us do what must be done.